when I say an elevator speech, what do you think of? Has anybody heard this term before? I want you to think about with an elevator speech is if you're sitting with a group of friends around your dinner table that you've invited over, and they just say, "Hey, Kevin, what have you been up to lately?"
I wasn't ready for that.
Not much. I haven't really been doing much. Okay? Or if you're with a group of people at work or at church or in other settings that maybe you don't know, and you're striking up a conversation. How can you, in a quick way, describe why you're involved with this organization, why it's important, and what is unique about it? In an intriguing, passionate way that leaves people wanting to know more. Tell me more. How can I get involved? You should be able to do it in the amount of time that you would ride an elevator with someone. This is the key to telling your story. If you can tell it briefly, then you can tell the long-winded story when you get the person out for coffee. But if you can't tell the abbreviated story and we stumble, I don't know what I've been doing, or I can't describe this organization, or I don't know what to say, then it makes it difficult. Okay, so we have to effectively tell the story in a very quick manner that gets people engaged and excited. Here's the key. Once you get it, it cannot sit on your computer. Okay? You have to print it. You have to look at it. You have to say it. You have to practice it so that it comes naturally. So that at any point when someone asks you, "What have you been up to lately?" it's there. And that you can hit the highlights of why this organization is important, why people should be engaged. It makes fundraising so much easier. What I would like is for 2 people to volunteer to create, based on what you heard tonight, a dynamite elevator speech with the basic principles that we all need to be using, the basic themes. We all need to take it and personalize it, tweak it, use it based on our chapters and our experiences, but to have 4 or 5 key themes that all of us should be sharing so that we're all talking the talk in an effective, passionate, strong message. We created an elevator speech. It's a quick and easy way to describe this organization in about the amount of time it takes you to ride an elevator. We struggled a little bit with it, all right? We were having a hard time putting into words, what exactly do we do? We're sitting around our dining room table with a group of friends, and they say, "Hey, what have you been up to lately?" It was hard for us to articulate about this organization. So how do we want to do that? So we worked in groups, and we came up with some great little things, but we didn't quite nail it. So we did do homework. They did a great job. You will notice they did 3 things. Number 1, they suggest to make it personal, connection, and explain why you're personally involved. That's critical, bringing it down to your personal connection. Explain why Dollars for Scholars is a worthwhile organization. And explain the need for many individuals' assistance and encourage their involvement. Then they wrote this great example.
Well, hi, Stacy. Wow, I don't know how I had time to work. I've gotten really involved in the Alumni Association Dollars for Scholars chapter, and I volunteered to be the chapter contact. We give out $1,000 scholarships to seniors, but all we can use is the interest from the endowment. And you know how the economy was like this spring. Sure helps when somebody names a scholarship. Those kids are so appreciative, especially since a lot of colleges match Dollars for Scholars awards. Just wish we had more money so we could give them all an award. It's tough choosing. They're all so bright. Hey, why don't you come to one of their meetings? You need some new blood, new ideas, and you'd be great.
The best part is she shared a personal experience. She shared passion. She talked with passion. She was even reading, and she shared it pretty passionately. Okay?
Practice, like you said.
Yeah, good.
You said no that talk.
Excellent. Standing in front of the mirror, and your children walk in, and they go, "What are you doing?" Okay. The 3 key points are that exactly. We need to share why we're personally involved. We need to share why we want other people to get engaged, and just a couple key points about the program, okay, that we can really just tick off for people that gets them to think, wow, that sounds really cool, okay? You may make it, you might want to reduce this to just a couple sentences that kind of catch people's attention, even for when you just have those couple of minutes, couple of seconds, less than a couple of minutes with somebody when you don't have that much time. This is great when you're sitting around. I gave you the example of sitting around your dining room table. It's going to be more conversational, okay? But when you're trying to hook someone or get someone really engaged, you may do it in a much shorter way. I've been involved with Dollars for Scholars. We are the only organization in our community school district that gives away money to the seniors. We really would love to have you get involved. All students, saying all students in that sentence. Okay? Just getting something powerful out there. I did say last week, and I really do encourage you to practice that, so that we all, I mean, we saw it last week, that we all were struggling with how we describe this organization. And again, if we can't describe it in an articulate fashion, it's going to be hard to get committed volunteers. It's going to be difficult to get people to donate money. Okay? So, we do have to practice it. It sounds silly, but we do have to work on it. If that means for you just writing it out, so that the next time you know you run into somebody that you're thinking, I really want this person to get involved, you'll have it kind of in the back of your mind. These are a couple key sentences or a couple key points that I really want people to know about this organization.